Yahoo, yahoo, everybody, and welcome. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Oh, I forgot to open one last little tool. Let me get that open real quick. Konnichiwa, Ohio, konbanwa, buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenos noches. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever and whenever you are in the world. Thank you for joining. Welcome. There we go. Aw, thank you for the resub, Josh. 17 months. Getting closer and closer to your badge. You and Serafina both are pretty much the longest of subscriber tier. I really appreciate the support for sure. trying to figure out which song inspires you from those clips you were sending me there. That makes sense. But yahoo yahoo everybody. Thank you for claiming first, Serafina. Thank you for claiming second, Looney. The Price is Wrong timing was hilarious, Josh. Yahoo yahoo takeover. Yahoo yahoo dooms. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. We are going to be starting off on the Horizon server to start. I was in an XP party and got to level 55 on my White Mage. And then the XP started rolling in, and I started getting a little worried. I was like, uh-oh. I don't have Limit Break 2 done on this character. So, the party did break up right before this group or this stream started. So I'm actually just gonna stream that. I was like, this is a good XP party. It was done really good. We were in the sewers under the Sandy Castle. And, then, you know how things go. Sometimes somebody's gotta go. If a bard or a tank or somebody's gotta go, it's like, that's a wrap. Or a healer, and since I'm the healer, it's usually not that, and for me in that case, right? But I'm gonna try to do Genki too. See if I can get somebody together to help me with that. Potentially some of the White Mage artifact quests. So that means like going to Castle Ashura and searching for like, the holy water, the Igudo holy water. Maybe if I'm super lucky, then if somebody helps with the Fei-In kind of fight stuff or whatever. I doubt any of that's gonna happen. If I wind up just getting Genki 2 done today, and then switch back to retail and do something on there, that's fine too. But, that's like the number one thing on my mind right now for my Horizon character, is not being able to get past that level cap for sure. It's crazy how fast this stuff goes with XP bonus rings and all that kind of stuff and whatnot, and how efficient groups are now. But if you get into a good group, going from like level 53 to 55 is like an hour and some change kind of thing, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, you really do the speed stuff, right? But I mean, obviously I've also been in, you know, not so good parties where going from one level is several hours. So it depends, but wow, that was fast. Holy moly. But alright, everybody, welcome and thank you for joining. If anybody has any suggestions or needs for me or wants me to come into anything on retail, let me know. What server and all that kind of stuff. I'm always game. I was helping out, I know Prinny Pie was checking out retail in Ashura, so I gave him a Fighting Monsters with Body Chow. And I was like, you know, Myth and a bunch of people in the show are really cool. And they're usually on Horizon, you know, they're a really well-known Horizon player. But Islam really trying to encourage cross-play stuff, you know, because they really are both good experiences. They're just different speeds of things and different focuses and stuff. But I can tell you this much. When you're playing with somebody from Horizon that had like an endgame Horizon character, they're a lot better than your average retail player that just gets power leveled to 99 and hasn't had to fight anything ever. But then again, there's retail players who have done everything by themselves too and have tons of knowledge like myself. Like, I never did a private server. Well, I guess I did it all back in the day, so that kind of helps a little bit. But I've known people who came in on Modern and never touched old school Final Fantasy XI and only touched retail and became very legendary players and some of the best players I've ever seen. So, you know, wherever you come from, wherever you join in, whatever you find is your favorite flavor ice cream or whatever, you know, don't judge others. Just enjoy these great games and the fact that there's so many different ways to enjoy it now. And, yeah, for sure. I know for me in particular, it's been kind of fun because I've been able to get into GURPS and stuff and actually do stuff with GURPS instead of just running solo all the time. So, that's something that I've been enjoying about this particular private server, and it has tons of people. But at the same time, whenever Myth does the Dynamics Divergence and I get to bard for people and do stuff there on the Ashura server, or takeovers running in Omen or something, or even if I ever start running events on the Siren server again on my main character, you know, that's all fun stuff too, for sure. Alright, I'm ranting, let's get to some gaming, see what happens. Thank you everybody for joining, yahoo yahoo Andrew, welcome welcome. Get my controller and get started. I'm thinking about a takeover. It's definitely been occurring to me because I used to run events for many, many years. I had a Onyx that I ran for like 3 or 4 years straight. And then I finally stopped running them because nobody was showing up for them. Not nobody. Not enough people were showing up for them to win. And yeah, it was a big problem. So eventually I was like, alright guys, well we just don't really have enough to keep this going. It's been amazing, you know? Like I completed every Aeonic on my main character, and then I started completing Aeonics on Linkscat and everything, and it's like, yeah, we probably need to chill out. Things need to calm down. But I still love this game, you know? So it's hard when you start getting these ultimate goals, and then so like new content will come out, like the new Limbus or the Sori Lower Floors and stuff, and you won't have the same group of people to like enjoy the game with anymore. So by then I was like a crafting master who hadn't played in these statics for a while. And it's been kind of hard to get into serious daily stuff with anybody since. So I kind of do this whole like developing character stuff now a lot. And then Horizon's been fun because I've been able to group with others too. But speaking of, let's put a yell out and see if anybody needs to do Genkai 3. A crafting master? Clothcraft 122 on the final stage of the shield. So all I have to do is not all I have to do. It's a lot. I have to finish the spirit. I have every other step done for the final shield. But once the spirit step is done over in front of the amplifier in Port Juno, I'm done. Clothcraft final shield is finished. That's a lot. That's billions of gil. Billion to the B. All the subcrafts at 70. I don't have synergy or fishing very high, but yeah. It's something I've kind of thought about doing at some point. Okay. Chill. What about billion? Okay. When I say billions, it's like 1.5 billion probably that I need to finish it still. 1.5-ish, give or take. I might be off by a little bit because of Assure prices. I have to factor those in and see what Assure prices are versus Siren, and if I farm every little bit myself. But even then, I still think it's like, I think I still need like 900 million, even if I farm every single skill chain orb myself. I calculated it out a while back, but then I just got really disheartened. I still want to do it one day, but it's just like, I went so hard getting up to that point, that when I saw how hard it was just for that one step, it crushed me inside. And even my one friend, who had done it several times on several characters, he was trying to encourage me, you know, and before he died, he passed away, Block. He was giving me techniques and everything, and I still hold him to heart. I want to keep it in mind. I want to do it one day and finish it. But he's just like, oh, soul crashing. It is soul crashing. Yeah, well, if I sold every single thing Shuka owned, maybe I would be capped. But, I usually carry around like 20 to 40 million gil. And I'm usually like giving that away to like new players or experimenting with some weird thing or whatever. So, rarely do I actually carry capped gil over. But I bet you if you measure the value of everything I have, I probably have around 2 billion gil of things on my main character. Oh, Sarah, you know, you and all your friends started joining and stuff too. I had a lot of funding to do, and I don't mind. When Pretty Pie came to Assure, I think I gave him 4 billion, not billion. I gave him 4 million gil, because new players, you know, when you're new on a server and you don't have anything on that character, it's insane. Takeover's giving out gil. Takeover's being humble. Takeover on the Ashura character has literally handed me like 10 million gil. You're that well. Like at first I think he did it accidentally. But even once he knew, he still handed me like different omen drops and stuff, and be like, nobody wanted it. None of his characters have ladder. And be like, can I ladder? Like, yeah. Like, okay, ladder and sell it. And so, yeah, Takeover didn't like directly hand me the gil at a trade per se, but he'd go in with his Dark Knight and just origin his way to victory. And yeah, that was that. It was funny. Now I had to play some bard songs on the characters and stuff that came in. Not all of them do Takeover. Like the metal, the leather, those don't sell so good. The metal and the leather, people fight Kin and Jin all the time. The cloth is kind of like a medium. It can sell for a couple 100,000 gil. The stone from Fu sells for a pretty good chunk sometimes. But then again, I don't know. You tend to kick Fu's button, so maybe the price is a little bit lower on Ashura just from your farming of it. I'd say, and then the one from, OU is worth about 3 million gil. So, yeah, that one's worth a good chunk of change. Oh, we've been playing on private servers. Well, when I first came back to retail in, like, 2000 and... It was when Seekers first came out. I'm gonna say, like, 2010 or 2009? I took a break when Abyssia came out and the level cap increased after like 2008 or so. It's a couple years or so. And then when I found out I was having my daughter, I wound up getting back on and just seeing what was up because I heard they were coming out with a full new expansion on 11. And it was Seekers and stuff, right? So I did that. I leveled up Geomancer. I got Geomancer, Dancer, and White Mage to level 99. And I still didn't get in any parties or anything. Everything was all private and this and that. Even though people were like, if you level up a Geo, you can get in groups. But nobody really explained it more than that to me. I didn't completely understand in full detail. I understand now, like, what I did wrong back then. But I got a little frustrated for sure. And so I took a little small break and I checked out private servers for the first time around then. And I was like, I want to see what the 75 year is like again, because I know that. This whole 99 stuff that people are doing, I'm out of touch with it. I don't understand it at all. I was kind of like, overwhelmed, I guess, at the time. And so I checked out Eden. It was the very first one I did. And that was even worse. People were crazy. There was level, like, cheating and trades and RMT. And it was like the Wild West. I'd never seen anything like it. It was pretty much just like a GM-less version of like the game. I don't know, it wasn't horrible, but it was just like wild and crazy. Yeah, Eden was the first biggest popular private server. And don't get me wrong, there was people trying to manage it and GMs and everything, but it was just like wild. It was totally crazy. And there was a lot of activities and stuff. And they're still around if I'm not mistaken. And they make custom content and stuff. They have, custom content in C and all types of stuff. It just didn't like resonate with me much. So I wound up going back to retail pretty soon after that. I was playing with my brother Josh, and we were doing Ambuscade every day. The normal books for a little while. I gotta look, have I got a message yet? I know that Blessing said after he's done this thing. Okay. But yeah, so I wound up getting those normal books with Josh for a while. We were going into Mora and fighting ambuscades every day, 2 or 3 a day or so. And we were trying to finish off our ambuscade armor sets and stuff, and I think try to get to the Kaja level weapon, because we didn't know how hard getting a pulse would be or whatever, but I was like, well, we can get to the Kaja weapon, and we can get to ambuscade armor point, and then we'll be powerful enough to deal with some stuff, yeah? And we were right to a degree, but by the time we wound up getting those armor sets complete and everything else, we actually started making friends. There was like people in Mara all the time too that started seeing us do that, and then they invited us into their group, and then before we knew it, we were getting into a couple different groups, and getting more hallmarks than we ever got the whole month prior in like a single day. And it was very overwhelming at first. It took a lot of time, a lot of looking on BG Wiki, a lot of figuring out how to best spend the points and like get that stuff done. And then from there, it was really just how Link Shell started, I'd say. The burst a bit. She's like, oh yeah, we need to do Guy's feet. And those were the Aeonic fights. I didn't even know they were the Aeonic fights at the time. They were just NMs to me that had gear I wanted. And then I later found out that was linked to how Aeonics work, and you start piecing together all this endgame stuff. We were doing Dynamis to unlock job-specific gear later. We didn't care about Wave 3 or whatever. But eventually, by the time we had our first Aeonic weapons, it was like, oh no, we want to augment them. How do we do that? We gotta get Wave 3 Dynamis. It all came in waves for our group. As we completed one step, we wanted to go stronger, and then there was a new step. And so it was really a really wonderful experience for me that helped me learn and grow together with a bunch of people at a similar skill level. But that's not the norm, and it's really hard. I wound up getting lucky because it was during 2020 when there was a bunch of people home and gaming because of the virus. But I'm sure there's still people out there that are at similar gear levels, you know, that have 119 Sparks gear and just got to 99 on their first 99 and want to actually try some stuff with others, but don't want it to get crushed. Like, for somebody like me who's already done it, I love when Takeover could just crash something and then my other characters can get geared quicker. But that doesn't hurt my development, because I already went through all that. But if Takeover does that for a new player that knows nothing, they might not learn anything in what they're doing. They might not learn how Takeover's winning that fight, why those origins hit so hard. Yeah, I've already been there and done that, exactly. So you gotta kind of do a little bit of both. It's nice to get to walk and have people help you with their power, but you also kind of gotta suffer through the stages of, like, learning how to do well. And that involves hitting the floor a lot. But there's still things that we all get scared of. Like, for years, I was scared of doing Vagary. I didn't want to clear Vagary in my Link Shell. I would always send them to another Link Show, or do the personal fights at the BCNMs, because the conditions of getting the secret bosses to pop stressed me out so bad. I didn't even want to touch it. But then eventually I did it and we learned it. It was fine. But that's how some content is. Or like, I don't know if you all know now, I'm notoriously somebody that avoids sortie. And there's reasons and a story behind that and everything. But we all have our content we're really strong at. Like, I know the sortie top floor is super well. But the bottom floor is not so much. So yeah, stuff like that. That's where we all come from, you know? I'm gonna put it in yell this time and see if I get a bite. But yeah, the way I see it now, what I try to do is I just try to develop a lot of the jobs that people struggle with or people don't want to play, like Bard, White Mage, Corsair, Geomancer, Red Mage, Scholar, even Black Mage in some cases, but honestly, a lot of people still actually like playing Black Mages, they're just not very good at it yet. But those types of jobs and stuff, right? And then cover those gaps for other powerful players that are trying to help develop their teams on their servers and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, I don't understand a lot of the modern ways like the lower sortie floors get fought, or like how Passion of Aria Passion affects like the DD's number stats and stuff and details. Everyone wants the DD exactly. I don't understand why people don't like support jobs. I've never quite figured it out. It's something I'm fond of because it helps me understand the game on a deeper level. But, I mean, I get it. You do your cool animation, you see the monster's HP bar go down, it's cool. But to me, it's like, to go God tier and get the God level gear and then really rip into things later, it's like really God tier gear, that takes coordination. And for that, you need a bunch of people all agreeing on a team, the various roles and everybody understanding their roles. And that's the magic of this game. Whether you're playing on this private server you see me doing now, or you're on retail, both is the exact same. Not always take over. A good DPS is something to be respected. If you're somebody who can play DPS incredibly well, and you know when to be defensive with your gear, and you know when you can be offensive, that makes a very talented DPS. Plus, DPSs all have a lot of utility moves, like some Dark Knights have stuns, dread spikes, and various other tools that they're out that they can do, or like being able to absorb attribute to dispel something too. And being aware of what you can do to manipulate the battle in even stronger ways. Or like, for instance, like a samurai using Yaegitsumi to avoid an astral flow from a summoner notorious monster. And everybody else is dead. And then the summoner, or the samurai sitting there at full health. That gave them a bunch of TP and then they just finished off the boss. Like, concepts like that, you know. Knowing the subtleties of your DPS job and where you shine and where you outshine the other DPSs and can excel. Like a Dragoon with fighting dragons is a real common one. I see lots of money-making opportunities. Am I gonna start tossing out some cures? I think I'm gonna start tossing out some cures until Blessing's free to help me. Oh, speak of the devil. Well, in this case, a cowboy from Texas who likes to wear lots of hats and also streams. But the devil too, because I was just talking about him. And Big Daddy Downs, I need to meet you. I can teleport us to Zarkabard. Alright, well, it looks like we're gonna go doing Genki too. And it looks like he has his own transportation. No, as hard as I worked to get these teleports, well, you know what? It was worth it. I take it back. They've made me tons of gil. Tons and tons of gil. But surprisingly, whenever I get a group, and I'm like, alright, I have the teleport, everybody's always like, oh, I have the outpost warp. See you later. I hope you have a yummy dinner today, Sarah. What are you eating? Pizza? Sneak first, because there's a whole mess of undead here.
Your skill has increased.
I had to level up, that's true. Like, why am I getting skill ups on enhance, eh? So, in retail, you can just run past these on a mount, and the question mark spot is already there to touch, and if you're quick, I'm sure people have been watching my channel for a while, seen me doing it dozens of times at this point. But on Horizon, it's actually the old way. You have to kill the enemy before the question mark spot appears. And without trust and everything else, you definitely need a little bit of help. So that involves, you know, either a party of people at equal level, or getting a 75 to come out and help beat it up with you. checking for BS. Okay, blessing. That's fair. I guess his helmet does still sell for a good amount on the server. It's something that I always find kind of funny, is like the patterns people get into here. They'll look for certain things, stop at certain things, poke certain things. This just as the monetary value is there. Think Daddy Dance. We have a new frat. And there's our NM too. Mr. Lion. They want to recast, re-raise, huh? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that while we're waiting for people to get here.
Your skill has increased.
There, and now that I have Invisible and Sneak back on, we're gonna run back towards this demon instead. Because they can't see me. The tiger and all the others from Genki 2 are true sight and true sound. They don't rest any of them. Well, hello, Mr. Demon Knight. I know you don't see me here. But, yeah. It's a whatever night. Does that mean you eat like, welcome back by the way, yeah? Or does that mean you eat like, peach and light, okay. I want to go with Taco Bell tonight. I got one of those, like, cravings boxes. It was like $6, or a little under $7. It's pretty good. Something's attacking Blessing. Am I entirely sure what's attacking Blessing? Oh, no, his HP's going back up again. So confused. Oh, wow. Pizza? You love pizza, James? There's a protector and some shell up.
Your skill has increased. Your skill has increased.
Oh crap. Ouchie, blessing. Got you.
Your skill has increased.
Are you paralyzed on him? Meaning to cast Complete It War. Should've kept trying. Go for slow.
Your skill has increased.
So that's one. Does that actually appear by him? Or is it back here? Yeah, how's it to say? Like, I remember on retail it's back here. There we go. Oh, okay. I was wondering, I'm like, how are you taking so much damage? The shinobi rings
Your skill
proccing.
has increased.
That checks out. Trying to remember how hard the next one is, but I think it's just a hound. Oh god, the ramp. I'm being down. The ramp is right there. What am I doing? Kinda like Beast Eating Glacier, but not exactly the same. So essentially there's 3 of them. We did the one just there. One more is kinda close, and the other one's down by the south end of the zone. It's a quick move renew of invisible. Are you getting TP? Guess that's one way to get it. They barely have any HP, so that's one way to get it for sure. Australia? The heck is Australia? Doesn't it ring a bell? And it's a little deeper down here. Apparently there's some giants still. Blizzard Gigases. And Grape Gigas. Alright, what you're all doing then, I'm ready to MP. Have fun fighting the Gigases. Alright, figure out the safe spot to perk my little tush. Let's make cookie first. And the only thing I think Sakura has that could be bad would be, I think, Petrification. I'm pretty sure they have a Petrification move. It might just be Stun. Or Blaster and stuff, or Paralyze and stuff like that.
Your skill has increased.
Pretty easy. There he is.
Your skill has increased.
Alright, so for this one, we're just putting a regen on Blessing. And I'm taking a knee. Because I don't want to get fooled by the Shinobi ring. My white mage senses keep tingling every time I see yellow HP. Hey James, I'm looking at that comment now and I'm reminded. There are some $12 bundle boxes. It's true. The one I wound up going for though, it was a 5-layer burrito. And then a soft shell taco and cinnamon twists. So it wasn't like anything super fancy like a chalupa or anything like that. Alright, now I can put a big cure on Mr. Blessing here.
Has increased.
Square Fregicite. Nice. 2.
Your skill has increased. Incoming emote. Your skill has incoming emote.
Alright. Yeah, I'm very picky on prices and stuff. I know how, like, a lot of fast food places, because I worked at them before and stuff, and they'll have, like, their entry items that are really affordable, but then, like, their premium, like, signature item is, like, a little overpriced. Oh, Kelly, yes? Oh, okay, I'm coming back. Oh, I saw it late, forgive me. You're right, that's smarter.
Incoming emote.
Or sometimes the city prices are sometimes like a gazillion times more expensive because you're in the city. Or at like some special venue or something. They'll be like, you're at a sports bar, so Big Mac is $15. Oh, and you want fries for that with that too, and a drink $35. It's like, but Big Mac meal at my house is like $9 for the whole meal. Oh, they're breaking down the economy of dark crystals. If you really want a bunch of dark crystals, wouldn't it just be economic to get Signet and go on a low-level job and beat up the mushrooms in Gale's Outpost or something? It would be the easiest low-level crystal farm. That'd be another spot, yeah, when you're a little bit higher level, for sure. Ah, that's fair. You probably have a ton of them leveled at this point. This one's hiding all the undead. The other had like demons and dragons and stuff like that. It's like, okay. I know the zone is like crawling with undead. Oh, wow. That's impressive. I didn't know you took part up. There it is. I am taking a knee for MP. At least enough MP to give Blessing a haste. Give me a regen. Alright, there's my MP for the haste. At least give him a regen one as well.
skill has increased.
What is Blessing up to? Looks like he's piecing together an XP party for Edna's dad.
Your skill has increased. Your skill has increased.
This was a special copy.
Your skill has increased.
Thank you, Blessing. There we go, now I got it. Triangular Frigicite.
Incoming emote.
Alright, I need to draw it. So they help me, they're going to an XP party. I need to trade. Oh, enough MP. That's great. Only I need to warp back to Juno and trade this in the mat. Whoopsie. Just need 100 MP real quick. I could use a scroll, but come on now. I waste points when I can use MP that's free to regenerate.
Your skill has increased.
Now the neat thing is because I'm level 55 already, the moment I level up to 56, And like 9,000 some experience points. I'll be able to start limit break 3. And I'm already pretty primed to be able to do 2 of those limit breaks pretty easily because I already did Magicite and Shadowlord. The Orc one is still a little challenging. I don't have the key item for accessing that door. But if I went with somebody who does have it, that would be an easy pass as well. It's also pretty easy to get that key item as well, so... yeah. Alright, let's trade this stuff into Matt. Then from there, I'm not sure what to do. Should I try to seek another XP party in Horizon? Or do you guys rather me try some Limbus 2 in retail? I'm up for suggestions. I hit my primary goal. For all we know, I could get an XP party in here and Limit Break 3 done before the end of the stream. I mean, that might be a little bold. Horizon, I imagine Limit Break 3 is a bit slower. Especially getting to the Igudo place. To walk all the way across from the outpost warp, it's like, ho-ho! That's a trip. Oh, that's right, I get a mod wardrobe increase. I forgot about that. Nice. Yes, I have more spots in my box. Maybe Ermite Ring already in there and stuff. Alright. I could throw more of the mind versus intelligence gear in there so that I can more quickly switch between nuking and enfeebling and all that kind of behavior. I do want to start the, I want to start the White Mage Artifact. I already use that hammer. I have the hammer. But like the armors and stuff, you know, I could complete the entire set today. If I really focused, I don't think I can. But, you know, with a lot of focus, you could. I don't know, chat, you tell me. What would you rather see today? A little bit of Horizon adventures, retail adventures? I'm kind of open to both, so that's why I'm kind of like 50-50. From Basta. Like, I can easily get there, it's true. Not heading to Bastok at the moment, unfortunately. Oh, how about this? Here's what we're gonna do. Oh wait, there we go. I know what I'm doing. Money! We might actually be going back to Bastok. No, I said I wasn't going to, but, what can I say? Here we are. Oh, congrats, son! You got the inventory spots for it, too. Well, before I buy this, let's make sure that this person's cool.
Incoming tab.
And then I figured, I'm like, come on, I'm like, I know how this goes. Y'all are trying to get the Kraken called. Here's how this works, everybody in chat. If you're all curious why I stopped everything I was doing to do this instead, somebody in chat was saying they're gonna pay 160,000 gil for a moon orb. And 160,000 gil happens to be a pretty good chunk of gil, right? I'm sure you, me, we all agree on that, yes? So I stopped everything I was doing because I had 60 Beastman skills. So I run it over to Port Juno. Or rather, Lower Juno. Gonna take an outpost work to get to Mastock very quickly. And then we can take a little chocobo out there. And navigate Palsboro Mine. So it's a little bit of work. The gil is not so free that I just hand somebody the orb. So I wish it could be traded so easily. Alright, so I'm gonna take Goostaber, or try to take Goostaber, just because that's probably the cheapest teleport back to Mastock. Did you take me? Oh no, you took somebody else. I'm like, did I get it on my first try? That would be amazing. I got it on my second try that time. Okay. Oh no, it's under Winder's control? That's gonna be a little more expensive then. I'll just spend conquest points. Yeah, 800 gil? No. It's okay, just take me back with conquest points. I was in an XP party earlier, it's fine. Okay, and then from Metalworks? Now, if you're not a Bastock citizen, just take the airship. But if you are a Mastock citizen and can get the outpost work directly back to Mastock like this, just do this. This is faster. And especially if you have the little girl's flower traded, so you can mug house switch like this. Because then the Chocobo house is over in Mastock Mines. We're gonna want to grab that. This is a bit of a hike. Which are they? 100 gil? Yeah, minimum price. Fastback always has an affordable chocobuff. Nobody ever needs to use it unless you're going to Palboro Mines. Or by some crazy chance you're deciding to chocobo to Salbina, but I don't know why you would do that. I guess you don't have the outpost. There you go. You're level 20, somehow have the chocobo license, but don't have the outpost. Thinking, why wouldn't you just take a teleport dem from a white niche? Ah, yeah, that's just, yeah. I'm ranting a little. Now, while we're doing this slow walk, let me take a second to hydrate. Second time. I need to grab my new soda. This is the last of my one soda to have another bottle prepared. for Powder Mines, to get there, you have to take the first North Busenberg exit over here. It is the only way. If you take the other one, that leads more towards Kronstadt. And from here, you gotta run through all this stuff, cross this bridge here, up. And there's the Powder Mines entrance all the way over there. And that's just get you a Powder Mines. Now we gotta get to a BCNM area. There's a reason that this costs as much as it does and people pay as much gil as they do. Beastman seals are hard to get. They can only drop every 5 minutes from a monster of relevant level to the level that you have. Meaning, you know, something like his XP. And then on top of that, you know, having to run out here with an orb. So when people are farming a rare item hard like the Kraken Club, they pay a very high premium for this. Even on retail, there's people that pay for this. So it's less because you can get Beastman seals with login points. But yeah, I think people spend half on Beastman seals here. Pretty sure you can get Beastman seals with half. I've always used it for XP scrolls, but I think you can use it for Beastman seals as well. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. And it's been a while since I did a proper weekend one, right? I've been doing the Monday ones. But, you know, holiday gave me an extra day to rest. Watch some fireworks with the kids. It was a good time. I had lots of fun. Good. So how far are you at the end of that game, Seraphina? I imagine there is always anime to catch up on. Yahoo yahoo, salty teeter! Yeah, here we are. I've been trying to get back to doing it on the weekend. We had a holiday day on Friday, so that gave me a day to rest. So I had a lot more energy. I spent some time with the kids and everything. My daughter's off having a sleepover with a friend. My son's playing video games with his school friends. So, it's just the perfect day to share video games with my friends online. Let's pull up my map here just so. How are you doing today? And the weather is beautiful. I think to say it in Japanese it would be "Iyo denki desu ne." It really is too. Such a beautiful day. Yesterday was a beautiful day to enjoy fireworks. And that's been nice because the last couple of years it was like rainy and miserable. Halsborough Mines doesn't have any nice music here. I usually praise this server for having great music and dungeon zones, but Halsborough Mines is sitting here silent. Well, it's a recharge your battery day, right? You have off work today, right, Salty? And if there's anything you ever want to do on a Shura server, let me know and I can pull out my bard too. I can play some songs and make you more powerful. I also have White Mage and Scholar set up. Red Mage is kinda still needs some more work. Are we in the map change? Alright, we got the map change. On map 2 now. Yeah, loop all the way around. I don't even know why I'm casting Sneak and Invisible on myself. I'm like way higher level than everything you know. It's just a habit. Your family lives in Colorado and just broadcast the fireworks. Oh, that's nice. I know it's really hard to capture, like, the fun of fireworks over camera. Like, I was trying to take pictures from my phone and video from my phone. And it didn't look very good when I looked at it after. But sometimes you'll capture some cool moments. And then, also, I get to see, like, the kids smiling and everything and all the people that are there. So it's not all bad. I'm always a little disappointed. I don't feel like cameras capture fireworks when they're good yet. Yeah. If you were living around us, you would be kept up late by the loud fireworks. There's booms and bangs all night long. A lot of Americans will buy local fireworks and shoot them off in their backyards. And so it can be very loud. For a very long time.
Incoming party invite.
Alright, let's see. I cross over there? I think I do. I'm pretty sure. I think I come up through here. And then that changes up there, but I could be wrong. Worst case, I'm turning around. I hope you got to enjoy them and got to have a fun conversation with your friends, Yeah, the resolution of the image. Ooh, I gotta switch to my third map. Think we're going this way? Pretty sure we're going this way? Yep. Map 3 is one of the more mazy ones. But if you know where to go, it's such a van. Oh. May they have kids and live happily ever after?
Incoming emote.
I mean, I guess it would still be going on now. That's all that matters. I'm really blessed to have the 2 kids that I have. Oh, the Air Force? Hey, that's one of the forces. There's the Army, the Marines, the Air Force, and then the Navy. Yeah, I've had family members serve in the Marines, and then I've had family members serve in the Air Force. Lots of friends in the Army and the Navy, too. Military service wasn't really my thing. I don't like hurting people with violence. I would have been more like the medic or the healer. Go figure, right?
Incoming trade.
Oh, there's a money part. I like this part.
Incoming emote.
Okay, you're ready. Up in arms, I'm assuming. Going in. I might give him some buffs before I warp out. Unless I just go run off real quick.
Your skill has increased.
Alright, now. See you later, guys. Good luck. Just like that, I take my money. And I run, run, run. Alright. Now we have money, right? There's a couple spells, you know, there's a few spells I've been wanting to get my hands on. Yahoo, yahoo, little Rapture. It's your first time chatter, welcome, welcome. So, Protectorate, 35k, definitely a cheaper place to get that. And then Holy, 34k. Been wanting Holy for a little while since level 15. I'm a little secret. Oh, just did Genki 2 on this character. And then I brought over a moon orb to somebody trying to go in up in arms to see if they got lucky. They paid me 160,000 gil. So now I'm trying to get some spells that this character is missing. Alright, so 32. Yeah. It's still cheaper than the auction house. But... That asshole. Are you guys having it? 35, okay. Oh! It does appear to be the case that actually the auction house matched the price. Getting Shell 3 or Protect 3 and Holy. There's one more spell I want to get my hands on. Oh, is that Lurk in Japanese? Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to save that. Let me get a screenshot of that, Salty Tater. That's gotta be what Lurk means. Ah, if that's Lurk in Japanese, oh my gosh. Well, sorry, screen freeze here, but we'll get a screenshot of that. Okay. I learned something cool. I learned a new Japanese slang. Isamu is also Lurk? Okay. So we're changing to Red Mage, because there's a spell on my Red Mage I've wanted for a while. That's probably what a good chunk of the rest of this guild is going towards after getting those spells. Yeah, no ores. Unfamiliar ores. But it's always new. I think I'm saying it right. Isumu? Hi, Sumu? A little more like that. We've been debating if you should play FF11 again. Well, Isumu. So, Blue Rapture, when was the last time that you played Final Fantasy XI? Is a really important question. Because then I might be able to point you to some resources that, might be a little bit less than jumping right into the full-blown retail experience. Oh my. Oh my. Well, we're gonna try 97, but I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, wow, I got it. Holy crap. Okay. Now I'm broke again! Yay! But... But... I now have Phalanx. Which is a super important spell. Matane? Thanks for coming out and saying hi, Salty. I always love to see you. Thank you for teaching me a new slang in Japanese. Arigatou gozaimasu. So long ago. Okay, I'm back on my white mage. My spell lists have been organized. I think my OCD can be met. Well, the reason I asked Little Rapture is because currently in this particular server you see me on with this character, I have many different characters, right? I'm playing on many different servers at this point. Once you've, like, done everything on one character, it's either you quit the game, or you can try different things and different kinds of experiences and everything, right? So, this particular character is on the private server Horizon. And I'm pulling up my job levels. It's locked at the 75 era, and stops at the progression of Chains of Promathia. So nothing in... Well, they're working on trying to add Treasure of Underground stuff, but it's not here. And then anything beyond that isn't in this particular private server. So, like, if you want to get nostalgic vibes of what it was like back in the day and grouping up in Valkyrie together and getting in XP parties and all that kind of stuff that you experienced back then when you last played, then this would be the server to do it. This server will serve your nostalgia. However, if you really like the story of Final Fantasy XI, and you really want to see how that went and progress with that, and you're kind of appreciator of the Final Fantasy lore, I would encourage you to go in retail instead, because it has all the stories, including the modern stuff that was just added a year or two ago, and you can summon allies called trusts to help you progress. Now, you won't be able to use those in every single content in retail. There is still a real endgame, and you'll see me do it sometimes and talk about it often. But progressing the story, at least, is 99% doable solo on retail, if you want to experience all the Final Fantasy XI story. And there's a lot of really good story. So that's why I asked, because what did you like about 11, right? Because if you like the story of 11 and the lore and the music and just kind of the whole feel and vibe of it, and you want to experience all that's been added while you were gone, I'd point you to retail. But if you really like the grouping and the socialization and getting together with people and partying up and all the friends you build that way, then I would point you to Horizon. They're both really good experiences, though, you know what I mean? And then if you really want to see what modern endgame is about, and you're willing to go through the grind for it and everything, catching up in retail to do that is totally possible, and there's many shortcuts you can take now. But it's still work. It's still a lot of work to catch up, but it's totally possible. I do it on multiple characters now. I hope that kind of answers your question for you. That probably wasn't the best answer, huh? Well, they're still grouping and partying up in retail. It just happens less often. Because, like, you can summon trusts. And so a lot of people wind up doing things that they can do with trusts by themselves, and then only group up on things that you absolutely have to have people for. Oh, good. Okay, thank goodness. Some of my things on the auction house sold, so I'm not completely broke again. But I'm not horrified anymore. I just blew 160,000 gil to complete my spell set, less that of all the spells I was behind. Now I have every single spell on White Mage and Red Mage to my level. Every Black Mage spell. So every Red Mage, White Mage, and Black Mage spell. All the White Mage spells that I'm gonna need, except for Raise 2. I still need to scoop up Raise 2, but that's pretty affordable. It's like 2k, 3k kind of thing. I think it's going pretty good. Oh wait, somebody needs a talent inve. Let's see, talent. Let's make some money. I'm sure they already got it, but you never know.
Incoming party invite.
10.
Incoming trade.
Just you need it. Alright, I'm telling me it is. Easy 1K. Oh yeah, I play, I put way more, if we're counting hours, Little Rapture, I've put 100 times more hours into retail. Like, I played it back when it first came out, in America, beta, and all the way up, and I did have some small breaks for sure, when they raised the level cap. So most of my time has been spent in retail. But a couple of friends and other streamers and stuff I watched them play on this server. And honest to God, it was really cool looking, and it reminded me of the nostalgia of the old days. And I was like, you know what, I want to experience some of that again. I want to check that out again. And I know it's slow, and I know it's harder, and I know retail has taken out a lot of these slow, grindy annoyances that this particular server is added back in. So, like, one way to think of this server is it's like the hardcore version now. And I mean, I kind of like that, though. But that doesn't mean that appeals to everybody, for sure. The conveniences they've added in the retail are amazing. You can teleport between crystals, and they've added tons of crystals. And they've added crystals at the start of every battlefield in the game. They have books at the entrance of every dungeon. And once you've touched them once, you can teleport between them for money or for points. It's great. Oh, I'm still in a party. I need to drop my party. I probably missed that money, but let's give it a try. I guess they still needed one.
Incoming emote. Incoming trade.
Nice. Thank you, White Mage. Alright, you needed a dem. I got you. So, alright, maybe I should pop on a retail now. For people have seen me do a little bit of this kind of stuff. Then again, I'm liking making money. I did just get some spells. It is exciting good times. Yeah, the one, oh yeah, oh my goodness, I forgot the perks, right? So the one thing about the Horizon server is you don't have to pay the subscription to the private server. Retail still has a sub. But I definitely think the sub's worth it. They add content every month. Not like a ton, but a little bit. Like, yeah, they've been trying stuff for years. They've never stopped adding content. It's just slower now than when they used to back in the day is all. So I went from broke to having 5,000 gil again. Feel less broke now. Take a knee and see if there's anybody else. Yahoo yahoo, boon shits! Welcome, welcome. I see you're a first-time chatter. Hope you like the vibes. Alright, while I'm checking in, I'm gonna start loading up my retail UI here in the background. I should have already had it loaded up, but I didn't. And I was so focused on getting Genki done today. Oh, 2K. Did I get it in time? Oh, I did! Where is he, though? Oh, he's sitting right next to me.
Incoming trade.
Well, hello there. And he needed a teleport Maya. Yeah, you know, I'll show you a little bit of retail here to bet. The money is just coming in and there's no white mages competing against me. So I'm like, look at this, I'm making some money back. This is good. Alright, let's continue loading up retail like I was intending. And then I'll be sitting here just like watching YouTube shorts on my slow days for bed after work and stuff. And I'll watch chat and there'll be nobody I need to teleport for like a whole hour. Or like 1 or 2 people in a whole hour. So it's nice when the money's flowing in like this. Oh, nice! What was your guys' jobs you played back then? Okay, I'm gonna slide in my retail screen here in a second. A salmon, a thief? Both are still played often today. Dare I say some of the more popular jobs. Alright, so my character's logged in on retail. Let's pop back to the Horizon screen. Now I'm ready to do retail, if I need to switch over quickly. I ain't stop making money. Alright, so we're checking the log. Did I miss any money? Not really. Is that one person that needed it? They already got it while I was doing other teleports. Okay, so let's switch back to my retail screen. So this is my job levels with my main character on the Siren server of retail. I have all 22 jobs at 99. Then you're like, wow, that's amazing. And it is, but don't get me wrong, it gets worse. Then, once you get your jobs to 99, you can get 2100 job points on each job. They get these 3 stars over the character's head for each job. And then on all 22 of the jobs I've done that on most of them. And then you unlock something called Master Levels, which lets you raise your sum job level. And Master Levels goes up to 50. So essentially the highest level job that you can have in retail now is a level 99 character sub job 59. Master level 50, essentially. And that raises a whole bunch of other stuff like your pet stats, your attributes. It says a lot of benefits to make you more powerful. But on the screen now, I have my master levels listed for my jobs too. I'm most known for playing White Mage, Dancer, Bard. I'm pretty good at Rune Fencer, Paladin. I like to play support, tank jobs, healers, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I've played a lot of the game, and this is just one of my characters on retail. Clothcraft at max almost. I'm one step away from being fully mastered Clothcraft with everything you could possibly get. Yeah, a lot has changed. A lot has changed. There's a lot of spell lists. The glow that you see me have is because I have the Mythic Dancer dagger equipped right now. With my crafting shield, ironically. And it's called Afterglow. And then depending on which family of legendary weapon you're using has a different color afterglow. But yeah, lots has changed. Retail's a lot of fun too. That's why I say check out Horizon for sure because, there's no investment. It lets you see, if you kind of like the vibes of 11, it's easy to set up. But then, if you're really liking it and you're kind of wanting to see the whole story and see what's kind of evolved since you've been gone, check out Retail. Wherever you go, if you come to my channel and ask questions, I'll always be happy to help you out. I love this game a lot. And I stream it most of the time. On Tuesdays, I play other games. Like lately, I've been playing Legend of Dragoon. And we're in Disc 4 Legend of Dragoon, so I'll have to figure out what to play after I beat it. And I'm probably giving away a key. Well, I'm gonna give away like a $10 PlayStation gift card for PlayStation Network. Because Legend of Dragoon is 10 United States dollars on the PlayStation Network. So I'll be like, okay, here you go. If you buy Legend of Dragoon with it, if you win, then, that's on you, but you can do it. Exactly, yeah. You gotta remember your Play Online login. Some of my friends have had to call Square Enix, but they'll help you. As long as you remember, like, an old address you lived at or something. Your name, obviously. Like, if your legit name was used and all this kind of stuff, they can get it back. Sometimes, the problem I had is I had to pay for an old month. They wanted the $12 or $13 because the way billing was done back then was you got charged after. Now you pay ahead of time, so I had to pay the month I owed, the month to start, and then I also had to pay for expansions and stuff too. So getting back into 11 was a bit more expensive than I thought initially. Now I know of cheaper ways to do it and stuff too. Like the game the Ultimate Edition goes on sale 2 or 3 times a year. It's $10. It's every expansion unlocked. You get the first month free. Yeah, lots of options, Or yeah, if you need to play online info and everything, it's really easy to get your feedback in. And then there are free logins 2 or 3 times a year as well, where they usually do that you log in for free for 2 weeks. That's another good time to test your feet too and just kind of see. There's login points moogles, there's lots of XP rings now, there's the trust system, there's the Wreckage of Eminence system, which gives you rewards. Tons of them too. Sparks that you can trade in for a gear, and then you can sell that gear for gil. Man, there's lots and lots you can do. I've read a lot of guides on YouTube about it, but I wish I could tell you I have the best beginner guides in the world, but I don't. I really don't. Part of the reason I've been liking playing this server is because it's reminding me of my beginner roots a lot. When you have nothing and you're slowly raising yourself up, and spells like Protect 3 are important and stuff like that. It's been helping a lot. I've definitely been enjoying it. But, let's see. Can I make any more money? There any more teleport money I missed out on? Oh, here it is! Here's the teleport money! Can I get it? Yay! They wanted to teleport them, too. Oh, they're back there. Okay, well, that's fine now. So this particular server is a private server called Horizon, but the character you saw my main on is on the Siren server of Retail. It's a little bit of a slower server. I also have characters on the Ashura server, the Fenrir server, the Shiva server. I've been trying to develop characters to help the various other streamers out there when they need it. Not that they honestly ever need help. They're so powerful they don't need help. But I want to be able to help them when necessary, maybe for the extra parties and stuff that they're haranguing around. It was them you wanted, right? Yeah, okay. I'm a big fan. I played all the Final Fantasies. I even beat Final Fantasy 16 and all of them from 1 to 16. Some of the side games too. But when it comes to like daily playing and having fun with like a game, like that casual grind game you just play every day and socialize in, yeah, it's been 11 for me for many, many years. And thank you for the follow, by the way, Boonchis. I don't know if I said thank you yet, so better safe than sorry, I must say it again.
Your skill has increased.
I do have a 14 account too. And I'm almost current on that. I think I'm like a patch or 2 behind. But I don't really stream that very much. You'll probably see me stream more of that when the new Final Fantasy XI raid comes out. When the second 11 read comes out, I'll be very excited to try that. I'm curious to see how they progress the story. My character's name is what's Spriggan on the Chaos Theta server, and Sakura Destros, but it's split in half, so it's Sakura first name, Destros second name. So I don't know, chat, what do you think? Should I put up the Seek flag and keep trying to play on the Horizon server? We got pretty decent amount of money earned back after blowing tons of money. Well, we didn't blow, we got spells we needed. Who am I kidding? All those spells were important. But... oh my gosh, Phalanx was 97k. If you guys would like, I can switch to my main on retail and show you some dancer action, maybe? Show you what a dancer can do in one of the modern contents named Odyssey? Will that be a little bit more educational for you guys to see how fast maybe retail has gotten? Aw, thank you for the follow, Demoning. I'm gonna take that as a yes. I'm getting people following me when I'm asking if I should switch to retail. So... I'm guessing I'm gonna... well, perhaps you followed me too. Okay. Alright, so... let me change the musics. And then... we're gonna show you guys some dancer action. Alright, take care, Horizon, for a little bit. We'll be back here on the other screen. Alright, my sub job still sub paladin. Excellent. Alright, let's change my lock style. Let's change my weapon. My favorite job? The solo audience probably dancer, and to play in groups it's white mage. I love all 22 jobs if I'm being 100% honest. So instead of walking to Rabao on retail, I can actually just take a crystal teleport for 100 go. Oh, thanks for coming out, Boonsliss. I really appreciate the follow. We are going to do an Odyssey. An Odyssey is a content in Rabao. You can do it once you're 99. You can progress through all of it once your character's 45 real days old. They try to, you can make a lot of money with this, so they try to limit gil selling from making botted characters and stuff for this. If you talk to this little blow you light next to the purple thing, get an item called a Moogle phone. The first time you do, the Moogle has to explain it to you and everything. And then I'm going in by myself instead of as a group. So... I am gonna put my re-raise ring on and give myself re-raise because I might get myself killed. You never know, right? And I'm gonna eat some grape daifuku-ish food. It's a really good universal DPS food. It's got a little bit of everything from mages and all kinds of DPS, even pet DPS jumps. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the sound effects. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate the support. Thank you, Demoning. Alright, so now I'm gonna use the re-raise ring. Alright, so I'm going in with a food effect, re-raise. I think we're ready. When you interact with the purple crystal the first time, you only have A. But as you beat A and get to the end, you'll get B and then C. And then eventually you get the boss floor. To enter in there, you have to have 3 jobs at level 99. And then you spend these Modlophone too. It's like a 2nd edition Modlophone to go through. And the points that you earn in these other ones. It gets really complicated, but long story short, it's worth doing. There's a lot of great armor and other stuff from here. We're gonna be going into Shield C. Okay, so this isn't on the horizon, so I'm summoning now. These are trusts. And they're famous characters throughout the Final Fantasy XI lore. And each of them are unlocked in a different type of way. You get your first, 6 pretty easily. 6 or 7. But then from there, there's login points and many different methods of getting these. Thankfully, the first 6 that you get are really good. So you use those a lot anyway, even at this point in the game. Alright, looks like we got everybody. I check downstairs first. My little speed dance, because who likes walking slow? Yep, exactly, big door. Yahoo, yahoo! Boots, okay, so we're gonna pass on that. Boots stink. They're not fun. So, yeah, we're running past that enemy. Kind of gotta pick your targets here. Damage type is really important. So, since I'm a dagger user on Dancer, I really want to fight flyers. I'm not super fond of Wama or Kampa either, though. So... yeah. Let's see what else there is. Wama or Kampa have the aggro magic, right? And so if I cast a flash to pull one, I might pull 6. Healers get themselves killed against them all the time. It's a very common amateur healer mistake to magic aggro a bunch of stuff. The fly traps are okay. AoE sleep and paralyze. It imps. They got the ghosts too. No fun. Okay. Nope, we're gonna pass on imps. They're pretty squishy. Wow, this whole first floor is bum. Gosh, there's bats in the normal monsters. Miritads can steal all your buffs. They're not very fun either. If you have a real group and you can kill them in one weapon skill, that's good. Oh yeah, it's a recent change, big door. Oh, here we go. Hungers are good. Hungers are a normal monster with only, sleep and blind and stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming out, Big Door. It's okay. I appreciate you even coming just to say hi. Yahoo, yahoo, I hope you're having a good day and a good sleep. Hopefully you pop out to see me on some Legendary Dragoon on Tuesday. I know you're one of the few that knows the game really well, so it's always nice to have, somebody to ask questions with and stuff. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to 3000 TP so I can use my Mythic Aftermath. And that gives me a bunch of triple attack and double attack. And then I usually you'll hear me say something like, now I'm cooking. That's because my attack rate just goes through the roof. It's like I have 100 fists with my daggers. I try to kill as many things as possible until it wears out. And I'm sub-paladin, so I can flash pull stuff, and if I pull too much, that I can sentinel and get defensive and stay alive. I tend to play very defensively. I know that's not how a lot of people play. A lot of people like to play very offensively. I have methods for that, like Sub-Degree and Subway and whatnot. But also, I tend to take new players through this stuff a lot, too. And if they wander a little too far and get themselves killed, being sub-paladin lets me raise them, too. Because with the sub-jobs being higher, sub-job level 54 paladin means I can cast a raise on somebody, too. Plus, those who've known me for a long time know one of my biggest complaints about dancers I don't have a raise jig, even though they added it into the lore. They talk about the Dance of the Dead. And I'm like, well guys, you talked about the Dance of the Dead, where's my raise dance? But they never gave it to dancers. I guess they felt it was too strong. I hear some popping in the background. There's still some people shooting fireworks even the day after. Us Americans are very passionate about winning that Schlicht and earning our freedom. And I could celebrate it with big fireworks over and over again. And boom! That'd make a fun war friend? No. Yes. None. Can't tell. Run to the little over here and get this one. He's sitting by his lonesome. Those other ones are bunched together. You know, Big Door has been asking for a while. I probably shouldn't set up a cat's eye character, huh? And not just Big Door, there's been other people in my chat who've mentioned cat's eye too. Yeah, I was mixed. I was mixed. It definitely changes how players interact with each other, for sure. It's a good idea in a lot of ways. Oh, hold up, what's still attacking me? You're attacking me, never mind. I'm trying to find a new target and we got this fun girl off to my side, giving me kisses. But you get much more powerful with real players, though, for sure. The trusts are great because they fill that gap when there is no real players to play with. There's a lot of sitting around and waiting in 11. And so trusts help with that. You don't have to ever be sitting around and waiting on retail. Yeah, I like both. It's tough for me. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way, Sarah. Let me get that real quick. I tend to go by mood. Nothing's going on, you know? Then I tend to be like, alright, I'm gonna get on Horizon because I find something to do and there'll be people who want a group or at least like an XP party or something. But then sometimes there's nothing going on Horizon and it seems really slow. So then on days like that, I'm like, I should go grind out something like a mission line or one of my characters or something on retail so that those characters can access more things. Oh yeah, don't even get me started. Horizon's client. This is why I want retail to hire them. Retail, please hire the Horizon team. Let them get rid of Play Online. They've gotten rid of it on their thing. It's wonderful. Zones load quick. The option house is instantaneous. It's such a It's such a pleasure to play on Horizon. It's such a joy and such a pleasant experience, except when there's lag. Okay, I take it back. When there's lag on Horizon, actually things get freaky deaky. But that's rare. It's rare. When things are running well, it's a beautiful thing. Alright, so... even weapons have an AoE. Done. It's kind of annoying. Wasps are nice though if there's no ghosts. There's probably got ghosts though. Yeah, there's the ghosts. Is she a Halo sitting there? It means there's beastmen here. Have true sight and true sound. I'm having trouble seeing them for some reason. Oh wait, there they are. And I think it's trolls? I saw them for a moment. I'm having trouble seeing them though. I was pretty sure it's trolls. Loves the camera angles, kind of weird with that. And, oh, it's orcs. Yeah, we're just gonna skip. Just gonna skip. We're trying to work our way to the end to get paid, so we want to get some kills along the way. Scorpions are a skip. Death scissors and their little AoE spin. No thank you. Rams, If you're a slashing DPS, these are all good well, okay, yeah, scorpions, but rams are a good target. Herbs, heal, that annoying AoE. I know, I'm just adding super picky. Worms! But worms have to... Man, they know how to mess with me. They're like, we're not giving you any good targets today, no. I think I got some aggro, but let's see, which one did I get? Nothing? Nice. Foliators? I mean... Alright, we're gonna do crawlers. Hey, there's no ghosts here or anything. Not the best for dagger, a little bit better for slashing. But not the worst either. I'll take it. Get my Astromouth. Okay. I definitely think we're cooking. We can kill this whole group. I would like to kill 3 groups, at least. Alright, we'll see how it goes. It might just wind up being 2. So, this area farms several things. You can farm money from it, you get the experience points and all that kind of stuff too. But you also get points called segments. And you spend those segments on the boss floor. And the boss floor unlocks all kinds of excellent gear. And then you're encouraged to repeat those fights to augment the gear with the points that you get from the boss floor. So this whole thing's like a whole cycle that you can grind for a year with your friends. Just to get all types of gear and then max out its augments. And just doing that alone would make you god tier. Because it gets very powerful. Some of the gear from here at max augments is the most powerful gear in the game. And if you just even stick with the basic versions of the gear, it's still very powerful. It just levels on how deep you want to go. Like, the augment path for this content is more just like win more for like elite players that want to get very involved in the endgame. Whereas, like, if you're just checking things out and just kind of coming to events a couple times a week and helping out and stuff, even having the basic versions of the gear from this content is very powerful. And most people will treat you with a lot of respect just from that alone. But, like, don't think you're gonna be, like, the top DPS in the whole game because of it. People who are, like, the best DPSs ever have put so much time into every little niche thing that you can do to squeeze every little drop of DPS out. Whether that be the sub-job choice, little secret buffs you get from mod gardening that give you a couple extra attribute points. Little zone buffs and horizontal progress stuff like the boar seals. Did I just pull 2 defoliators, or was that like... That was weird. That's like a weird looking visual glitch. I like being the best sometimes, you know? But there's a toxic energy there too, and I didn't like to linger there. When I got to the very best in the world and the best players in the world for Final Fantasy XI, I was there for about 2 years. And the people that try to manipulate you and get things from you, and then the kind people too that you want to help and get better at the game, that really love the game and stuff, there's a lot of energy that goes flying around. It can be really hard. But staying positive, you know? Trying to stay positive and enjoy the game and stuff. There's a lot of people who really just want to, like, make money. And how we all experience joy in the game is very different, you know? And so for me personally, I love socializing and growing. And, like, little weekly events and stuff like that. I used to have, 5 events our link show ran weekly. It's crazy. And I murdered super quickly. I had my climactic flourish out, which for dancers think of that as like sneak attack, except from anywhere you want. And you can do a couple of critical attacks in a row. It's slower than sneak attack, so you want to make it really count when you use it. Yeah, dancers can store TP with things called finishing moves. So you like essentially build up, doing all these different steps and moves and everything, building up all these resources. And then you can unload all those resources on your enemy for like absolutely disgusting combos. So like if you build up on one enemy and kill him slow, you can absolutely eliminate the second enemy almost instantly with your combos. There's a lot of fun things about Dancer I love like that. If things go wrong, you can always cure yourself. As long as you can hit your enemy, you're always able to throw cures on yourself. But even if all these trusts died, I would still win. It's just a matter of how long is it gonna take me. It's still one of the most popular sub-jobs because of being able to dual wield and then having that instant sneak and invisible and spectral dig. Knifing deck always worry about carrying sneak and invisible materials alone. It's huge. That's very commonly used when people are questing and doing missions and stuff. Takeover, are you still around? Takeover, if you're still around and you say hi and talk to me now, and I know you're still around, I will do my next Odyssey run on Dark Knight. I will go and switch to my Dark Knight. And I will do round 2 on Dark Knight. Just for you, because I know you love Dark Knight. But you gotta be around to watch it, otherwise I'm gonna be shy. I'm not gonna wanna do it. That's right, the worms had the halo. Alright, so we're up to the 4th floor. See if we find one more group of things to beat up before we get paid. Oregon or Month, they have counter. They attack with both of their hands. Yeah, they're no fun. Especially for a fast attacker like me. I'll punch myself to death trying to fight them. Saplings have AoE sleep, no thanks. Weak to slashing. Router undead. Do I need to say more? I had a monk here. Also, my white mage would be a fun target, though. That's Geo. Geo don't reveal their name until you're caught. They're not very fun. Oh, is this beautifulness? Do I see it? Ah, but the halo. Why you guys gotta break my heart like that? Triple bats are perfect, but they got the ghosts. Alright, what's at the bottom? Tigers, yeah, these triple bats are all of a sudden seeming a lot better. Must gonna have to be a lot careful. Like super duper careful. Make sure I don't piss off these ghosty friends. Hey, Mr. Rat. My options are running slim. Down there is the final group of mobs and the exit. Minutes of aftermath up. Actually, aftermath level 3. Some steps built up. I'm gonna try to pull away from the ghosts. I'm not just gonna run in like I did before. We're gonna hug this wall the entire time. Okay. So far, so good. We haven't made any friends with the ghosts. So the reason we're avoiding the ghosts is we can't target them until you see that AGOT halo there in the back. Would be dead. Then that makes them all targetable and they link and they're very high level. It's, Can I fight them on my powerful character? Yes. Would it be worth it? No. Because you don't get any reward for it outside of, these, things called lustreless wings. They're not worth a lot of gil. Now, if I was in A or B zone, the lustreless items I drop from those zones is actually worth a lot. This particular zone, not so much. Usually for this zone, you come here for the segments, for the boss floor stuff. And then you try to kill as many monsters as you can and get gil at the end. Let's try to grab another bat. Yeah, not one. Mammal jaw is just staring me down. Let's move over here a little bit, just sort of further away. Medusa's over there looking too. Medusa. I see you, Medusa. Yeah, we canceled it though. It looks beautiful, but I don't know if the gameplay was any good or not. It looked like they were trying to do like free-to-play, like gacha mechanics and stuff, little Rapture, so it might have been best that we didn't see it. Wonder how many more bats there are. I think there's 4. And there's 4 more bats. Yeah, Aftermath up again too. Definitely see 3 bats. Maybe one hiding in the bush. Here, Mr. Rat. And go. That other one's lingering in between all the ghosts. I'm gonna have trouble getting to it. Well, maybe I can get to it if I sneak to it from over here. And this might actually be the last bat. That would be nice. I'll know when I get, 6 is it? It's a temporary points currency. You can open up chests with in here. Yeah, 6 is it? Okay. I drew chest in the middle of the Shio. Not really feeling that. Any other easier treasure chest, maybe? Something a little less, the word insane? Oh crap, hold on. Because Undeader would eat me if I don't heal myself. And I didn't heal myself. Instead, I cast a cure on Mudbrow. That was a bit of a misfire. There we go. Tea Undead, nothing here, just a perfectly healthy human. No brains. See, you wanna eat my brains. Nothing with the saplings either. That's wild. Okay, so maybe it's in the middle of the tigers. There are 3 chests hidden on every floor. But she's the one with Ichigo. But where is chest numbers 2 and 3? One could be backed by the other ones, right? By the first group? I guess they both could be there too. But realistically, what's gonna happen is one's over by the start, and then one's probably over here with the tigers. I would open up that chest before I get paid. Yeah, there it is. But it's in the middle of a bunch of tigers, so instead of opening up the chest and then getting paid, we're gonna get paid first. 210,000 gil. 212 segments is nice. And then I'm gonna attempt to open up this chest without getting the tigers mad at me. See how it goes. No promises. And yet within 6 yams. Okay, aggro me. Can I open in time? Yeah! Alright. Oh wait, no, you didn't aggro me. Interesting. Okay. That's gonna get rid of my inventory to make that stuff all go through. The juice or something. I do have a juice. Yep, drink the apple juice. Perfect. My inventory hadn't cleared out because I was at 80/80. But the exit, I touch this exit to get that money, but you can also just exit through it too. I wanted to open up that chest and get the last little prize before I left though. 30 seconds on the clock. Now don't expect the same results if you're a new character at 99. Even if you can go into Shield C and kill one group and then get to the end and get paid, or Shield A and kill 3 groups and get paid, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, don't look at my levels of success or I do other streamers like a multi-boxer, like Takeover or Meth or anybody, and measure them as your success. Your story is gonna be unique, and you may wind up even hitting greater heights than any of us ever did one day too. It depends on how you stick with it and, you know, what you do with it, you know? Alright, so we completed that one. I picked up another Moglophone from the NPC. The only reason that's possible is because I held on to a Moglophone from prior day. You can only get one Moglophone every 20 hours. So because I did, I'm able to do 2 back-to-back if I wanted to. But unless Takeover says he's around, I don't think I should go in with my Dark Knight. Is there another one people would like to see me try? Maybe I should go in on my Samurai. I think it was Little Rapture that said they played Samurai, but it might be confusing. We have a lot of new people in today. Samurai Sub-Warrior? I'd run away. Run to Nomad Moogle. And Boone Sitch was the same main. That's right. Yeah, so this is my Samurai holding the Ionic Great Katana. It is rather powerful. The Dojikiri Yagitsuni Yasu. Wow. I'll just call it the Doji. I'm just gonna call it the Doji, and maybe a Japanese friend can help me pronounce it properly. But, yeah. It's very strong. Let's see what Kay's up to. Somebody in my link shell commented they saw me run away. So now you can buy every attachment for Puppet Master in Nashville. And leveling is a lot easier, so you can get all the head attachments and stuff from the missions. So, the hardest part of Puppet Master, believe it or not, took me a lot. I mean, not the hardest, but one of the surprisingly annoying things was skilling up the robots in its magic skill and physical and range skill. That took forever. I was having to have my robots, like, attack, like, walls in campaign and, like, walls in Adeline and stuff for hours and hours, and then eventually they could fight Apex with me and max out their skills. I think Takeover is streamy. That's probably why he's not in chat. Let's see. Isha's on. Professor Crab is done for a guy. Now Takeover isn't streaming. Oh, come on, Takeover. I only do Dark Knight unless you're around. Well, what to play? I do ninjutsu. of curious how I'm gonna go with my Sam though. It's been a while since I played my Sam. You know what? We're gonna die. All of the above. I think we're gonna try this with Samurai Chat. Definitely need to eat food first though, so let's do Greek Taifuku. But Chad, I'm gonna warn you, I haven't played Samurai in a long time, so I might totally embarrass me. Are we back? Hey, the stream cut there for a second. We had an encoding error. Can you guys see me or am I back? Definitely having some trouble though. Yeah, we're losing a lot of frames right now, everybody. Yeah, we're getting some massive encoding lag. You guys can hear me though, right?
Well, excuse me, princess.
Interesting. Gotta be streaming glorious 1060p. That's not good though. We might have to do a restart, chat. We might have to do a computer restart, I'm thinking. I never quite got, it was an NVENC encoding error. Yeah, I'm getting massive errors on my end, everybody. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give a computer restart, and we're gonna restart the stream, okay? So give me about 2 or 3 minutes to restart everything. And you know how it goes, it usually fixes everything. So, BRB everybody, I'm really sorry. We'll be right back.